let's talk about menstrual phase and its regulation. Well, the duration of menstrual cycle is usually 28 days, like a month of February. But under physiological conditions, it may vary between 20 to 40 days. After ovulation, if pregnancy does not occur, the thickened endometrium is shed and desquamated. This desquamated endometrium is expelled out through vagina along with blood and tissue fluid. The process of shedding is known as menstruation, and it lasts for 4 to 5 days. This period is called menstrual phase or menstrual period, and it is also known as menses, emania, or catamenia. The day when bleeding starts is considered at the first day of menstrual cycle. 2 days before the menstrual cycle, that is on 26th or 27th day of previous cycle, there is a sudden reduction in the release of estrogen and progesterone from the ovaries. This decreased level is going to be responsible for menstruation. Now you need to know what changes occur in the menstrual cycle. Well, we have divided it into 10 steps, so follow along. First, there is going to be a lack of estrogen and progesterone, and that is going to cause the sudden involution of endometrium. This sudden involution is going to lead to the reduction in thickness of endometrium up to 65% of the original thickness. After the reduction of this thickness, during the next 24 hours, the tortuous blood vessels in the endometrium are going to undergo severe vasoconstriction. And the endometrial vasoconstriction is because of the three reasons: involution of endometrium, action of vasoconstrictor substances, for example prostaglandin, or sudden lack of estrogen and progesterone, which we just discussed earlier. This vasoconstriction is going to lead to severe hypoxia of blood vessels. This hypoxia is going to lead towards the necrosis of the tissues and rupture of blood vessels. And this is going to lead towards the oozing of blood out of the endometrium. The outer layer of the necrotic endometrium is separated and passed out along with the blood. This process is going to continue for 24 to 36 hours. Within 48 hours, after the reduction in the secretion of estrogen and progesterone, the superficial layers of endometrium are completely desquamated. Well, these desquamated tissues and the blood in the endometrial cavity initiate the contraction of uterus. And this contraction will expel the blood along with desquamated uterine tissues to the exterior through vagina. So this was all about those steps involved in menstrual cycle. Well, during normal menstruation, about 35 milliliter of blood along with 35 milliliter of serous fluid is expelled. The blood clots as soon as it oozes into the uterine cavity. Fibrinolysis causes the lysis of clot in uterine cavity itself, so that the expelled menstrual fluid does not clot. However, the pathological conditions involving uterus and the lysis of blood clot does not occur. So the menstrual fluid comes out with blood clots. Menstruation stops between 3rd to 7th day of menstrual cycle. At the end of menstrual phase, the thickness of endometrium is about 1 millimeter, which is going to be followed by proliferative phase. Now you must be wondering, what happens to the hormones inside the menstrual cycle? Well, worry not, because I'm just going to tell you that. If the pregnancy does not occur, menstrual phase is going to happen. And during the last 2 days of secretory phase, that is 2 days prior to the onset of menstruation, the secretion of large amount of progesterone and estrogen from corpus luteum inhibits the secretion of FSH and LH. This is going to occur in anterior pituitary by negative feedback mechanism. In the absence of LH and FSH, the corpus luteum becomes inactive, and it's going to start regressing. Well, the sudden withdrawal or absence of ovarian hormones, progesterone and estrogen, is going to occur. And it's going to lead to the menstrual bleeding. The lack of ovarian hormones caused the release of gonadotropin once again from the anterior pituitary. And it's going to result in the onset of development of new follicles in ovary and the cycle is going to repeat itself. So what happens here is that large amount of estrogen and progesterone is going to inhibit the FSH and LH production, and after that corpus luteum is going to regress, and the sudden withdrawal of ovarian hormones is going to start the menstrual bleeding, and the cycle is going to repeat itself every month in 28 days. So that was all about the menstrual cycle and the regulation of it. Keep watching as we're going towards the follicular phase and its regulation.